Hey guys, Markiplier here. Let's talk about Max. Max is just your average kid who loves video games. He's got the litest console, a sweet gaming setup, and a whole lot of passion for his favorite hobby. You know, the kind who'd rather fight dragons in a dungeon than clean his room. But little did he know, his love for gaming was about to get a whole lot more real. The attic was like a level straight out of a horror game. It was dark, dusty, and filled with creepy shadows.
Max cautiously navigated through the maze of old furniture and forgotten toys, his heart pounding in his chest. Cobwebs brushed against his face, and the floorboards creaked ominously beneath his feet. He pushed aside a tattered velvet curtain, revealing an old, ornately framed mirror. The reflection in the glass wasn't his own. It was a swirling vortex of colors, like a portal to another dimension. He closed his eyes instinctively, bracing himself for the unknown.
When he opened his eyes, he was met with a sight that sent chills down his spine and a wave of excitement through him. It was a world he knew like the back of his hand. A world he had spent countless hours exploring from the safety of his computer screen. Blocky trees stretched towards the sky, their leaves rustling in the digital breeze. He was in Minecraft, but this time, it wasn't through the screen.
Max stood there for a moment, completely awestruck. The pixelated world he had always dreamed of stepping into was now his reality. This wasn't just playing Minecraft. This was living it.
Section 4: Building, Crafting, and Surviving.
He spent the next few hours exploring this incredible world, taking in every detail of the blocky terrain. The landscape was vast and filled with endless possibilities, each corner offering a new adventure. He punched down trees just like he did in the game, marveling at how the wood felt warm and real in his hands. The sensation was surreal, as if the virtual world had come to life, blending seamlessly with reality. He even crafted a simple wooden pickaxe, the familiar recipe coming easily to him from countless hours of gameplay. The process was almost meditative, each step bringing a sense of nostalgia and satisfaction. As the in-game sun began to set, casting long shadows across the blocky landscape, Max realized he needed shelter. The urgency of the setting sun reminded him of the countless nights he had spent in the game, racing against time to build a safe haven.
The dangers of Minecraft were all too real now. Creepers, zombies, and other threats lurked in the darkness, waiting for an opportunity to strike.
He quickly gathered more resources, chopping down trees and mining stone with renewed urgency. Each swing of his axe and pickaxe was driven by the need to survive, to create a sanctuary against the impending night. Curling up inside his tiny shelter, listening to the sounds of the night outside, he couldn't help but feel a sense of accomplishment. The crackling of the fire and the distant howls of creatures reminded him of the world he had built, both in the game and now in reality. It was a testament to his resilience and creativity, a blend of virtual and real-world skills coming together in harmony.
Section 5: Meeting Steve and Exploring New Biomes.
The next morning, he ventured out, eager to explore more of this incredible world. The sun was just beginning to rise, casting a golden hue over the landscape, making everything look even more magical. He encountered familiar creatures like chickens and pigs, and even managed to avoid a couple of those pesky creepers. The creatures seemed more lifelike than ever, their movements fluid and natural. As he walked, he stumbled upon a sight that made his jaw drop. The landscape opened up to reveal a breathtaking view of rolling hills and sparkling rivers. Standing in a sunflower field was another figure. The sunflowers swayed gently in the breeze, creating a serene and picturesque scene. It was Steve, the default character from Minecraft, the avatar Max himself had controlled countless times. Steve looked just as he did in the game, blocky and familiar, yet somehow more real.
They couldn't speak the same language, yet they understood each other perfectly. Their gestures and expressions conveyed everything they needed to say. They spent the day exploring together, venturing into dark caves filled with diamonds and ancient fossils, sailing across vast oceans, and even building a giant, ridiculous-looking tower that reached towards the sky. The bond they formed was unspoken but strong, a testament to the universal language of adventure and discovery. Section 6: A Changed Gamer. As the sun began to set on his second day in Minecraft, Max knew it was time to return. The virtual world had been an escape, a place where he could build, explore, and be anyone he wanted to be. But now, the real world was calling him back. He touched the strange symbol on his hand, the one that had appeared when he'd first arrived. And with a rush of energy, he was back in his grandma's dusty attic. The sensation was both exhilarating and disorienting, as if he had been on a grand adventure and was now returning home. The portal was gone, the mirror back to its normal reflective state. It was hard to believe that just moments ago, it had been a gateway to another world. He was surrounded by the familiar clutter and cobwebs, yet everything felt different. The attic, once a place of forgotten memories, now seemed like a treasure trove of possibilities. From that day forward, Max's perspective on gaming had changed. It was no longer just a pastime, it was a journey, a way to discover new parts of himself and the world around him. He still loved playing his games, but now, there was a new layer of appreciation. Each game was a new adventure, a new opportunity to learn and grow. He was braver, more creative, and more appreciative of the power of video games to inspire and amaze. They were not just games, they were gateways to new worlds, new experiences, and new ways of thinking.